Namaste and welcome, warrior, here at the beautiful Tribe Yoga Base in Hamburg and on my YouTube channel. My name is Sara Lyn and I welcome you to this smooth yoga stretching flow, which will mainly focus on opening our hips and doing the spinal twist. So if you feel stiff in your lower back, then this one is exactly for you, no matter if it comes from running, from working out, or from just moving not enough and sitting too much during the day. This one is for you. Please leave your thumb if you like the flow and subscribe to the channel if you would like to practice more often with me. And for now, let's start in a wide-legged child's pose. So our first opportunity to open the hips and stretching through the lower back. That means you're gonna open up your knees mat wide apart, and then you can flatten your feet in the back and stretch out through the arms as much as you can. So really get all of that length that you can get here by stretching out through your fingers and bringing the forehead down into the mat. Roll your shoulders away from the ears. Make sure that your jaw stays relaxed by disconnecting the teeth and the corners of your mouth. And then let's take our first couple of big breaths here. Inhale into the back ribs, the back sides of your spine. And as you exhale, try to sink back deeper in between your hips, back towards your heels. 2 more big breaths here. Inhale to stretch it all out. Really feel the length starting in your lower spine. Exhale, rooting down through the weight of your pelvis and in between your hips. 1 more big breath here. Inhale. And sit back as you exhale. Good. Then keep pushing into the palms of your hands. Keep your forearms away from the mat, shoulders away from the ears, and then lift your forehead away from the ground. Gaze in between your thumbs at the top of your mat. So really stretch your fingers out wide and then shift your shoulders on top of your wrists. Tuck your back toes and then lift your knees away from the mat, stretching it all out in your first downward facing dog. Probably not bringing the heels all the way down yet. That's totally fine. Inhale to stretch out through the spine first and foremost. Exhale, bring your knees back down into the mat. Sit back onto your heels. Inhale, child's pose. Exhale, gaze to the front. Push into your hands, tuck your back toes and lift the sacrum up higher, downward facing dog. Inhale, knees back down, exhale. 2 more times like this, okay? Sit back, stretch it all out, inhale. Gaze to the front, tuck your back toes, exhale. Inhale, back to length. Exhale, back onto your knees. 1 more time, sit down into child's pose, inhale. And as you exhale, come into your downward facing dog, and we're gonna stay here. Rolling onto the tippy toes, so consciously lift your heels away from the mat again. And now roll back into a plank. So vertebrae by vertebrae, I want you to bring your shoulders on top of the wrists. Let's gaze to the front. Do not hang into your hips, so keep your core slightly engaged. And then bend your knees, bring them down. And as you gaze to the front, bend your elbows close to the ribs, knee, chest, chin into the mat. Bring your pelvis down, flatten your feet in the back. Inhale for a small cobra. Exhale to bring your chest, your forehead back down. Again, lift your chest, small cobra, inhale, and this time, tuck your back toes, exhale to sit back into child's pose. And from here, as you know, find your way into a downward facing dog. Let's take another big inhale here into the length all the way up towards your sacrum. And exhale everything out through your mouth to relax the head, the neck, in between your shoulders. Very good. Now we're going to start with the right leg, lifting up into a three-legged dog. Keep your shoulders parallel, open up your hip, the right side of your body. As you inhale, try to lift your knee a bit higher. And as you exhale, drop that knee to the center of your mat. Bring that leg down. Now bring your right hand underneath your right shoulder. Stretch out through the back leg. Parallel the foot and lift your left arm to the top. Push your hip higher if you can. Stretch out through the left side of your body. Inhale. And as you exhale, wave that upper arm back. Sit back onto your bended leg and keep the left leg stretched out through the side. The toes will come up, so keep that foot flexed and the right heel onto the left groin. Now, walk your left hand towards that left foot and stretch out through the right side. Coming into a beautiful side bend here. And as you did before in your three-legged dog, I really want you to open up from your right hip towards the right side. Let's take another big, beautiful breath in. As you exhale, try to release that right butt cheek more down. And then swing your arms up and keep that right knee bent. We're going to bring that foot parallel to the long side of the mat. So find a right angle in your right leg. And the same with the left leg to the back. So bend your left knee and find those two right angles in both of your legs, okay? From here, we're going to use the space that we just created by coming into a twist. Push into your fingertips, lift the crown of your head as you inhale. Feel that length in your spine. And as you exhale, try to twist a bit more to the right thigh. One more big breath here. Inhale. Lift the crown of your head. And as you exhale, walk all the way onto your hands. Maybe even onto your forearms, only if that's possible for you. And drop your head down. Feel that beautiful twist, that opening of your hips. And then keep breathing deeply in to the back sides of your body. And exhale to drop all that weight of your upper body more down towards the mat. Feel that stretch along your right outer hip. Deepen your breath. Keep your jaw, your face relaxed once again. Allow your head to be very heavy for a moment. Breathing into the back sides of your spine, all the way up towards your shoulder blades. And exhale to sink deeper into that forward folded twist. One more big breath. Good. And slowly find your way up onto your hands. Now, walk your hands back to your right thigh. We're going to stretch out through the left leg once again, like before. And this time, we're going to turn towards the back of the mat, and we're going to bring the right thigh on top of the left. So cross your right leg. on top of the left. Keep your left foot in front flexed. And then lift your arms to the sides, coming into a cactus shape, opening the chest, inhale. And as you exhale, wrap your left elbow on top of the right. Bring your palms together. And then once again, stretch out through the spine, inhale. And as you exhale, drop your upper body down on top of your legs. You can rest your forehead on top of your thumbs, closing the eyes for a moment and really try to sit back deeper like we've done before in the child's pose. You really want to sink deeper in between your hips. If it's too much pressure on your lower knee, then you can bring a cushion or folded blanket in between your legs. That's an option that you can choose. For example, if you want to stay longer here, that's also possible. Up to 3 minutes is a good timing to really deepen that stretch in between your hips, your lower back, and your hamstrings. But for now, just keep breathing into the back ribs once again. Deepen the inhalation. Exhale to sink deeper into that forward fold. At the same time, deeper and back in between your hips. Relax your jaw, relax your face. Try to become softer in your inner thighs, your outer hips, in between your groins. And then let's take another big inhale. Another big and deep exhale. Good, and slowly find your way back up into an upright seated position. We're going to end on this side with another twist. So bring your right foot up, keep it next to the left thigh, and then also bend that front leg if you can. Try to stay grounded on both of your butt cheeks. If it's too hard and the right butt cheek will lift up, then stretch out through the left leg like before, okay? From here, we're gonna twist to the front thigh, wrap that left elbow on top of that right thigh that you can see right now, and then push your right hand behind your body and down into the ground. Lift up through the crown of your head as you inhale, and then try to twist a bit more from the center of your body as you exhale. Using that wide space in between your hip so that you can really lift from the lower back all the way up into the full length of your spine. And from here, you can find that beautiful twist of your upper body. Lift with the inhalation and twist with your exhalation. Beautiful. Let's stay here for one more big breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, slowly find your way back. Just gently twist to the opposite direction. And then just swing your legs all the way to the back. You can face the back of your mat right now. And let's see how it feels to step it back into a downward facing dog. You probably feel a difference now between your right and your left leg. So let's stay here for another big inhale. Stretch out through the spine. And exhale everything out through the mouth. Relax the crown of your head more down. We're going to move through one more flow. Find your way onto your tippy toes, vertebrae by vertebrae. Ripple yourself into a plank, gaze to the front. Knee, chest, chin into the mat, the elbows close to the ribs. Find your way through into a cobra. Maybe you want to stretch out through the arms this time. Inhale. And as you exhale, sit back into that wide-legged child's pose. Inhale. And exhale, we're going to meet back in a downward facing dog. Lifting the left leg up this time, coming into a three-legged dog and into a beautiful hip opening on this side. Keep your shoulders parallel, lift that upper knee higher if you can. Open up through the left side of your body. Inhale here once again. Exhale to bring that upper knee to the center of your mat. Shift the left hand underneath your left shoulder and open up through the right side this time. Wave that upper arm towards the crown of your head. Try to lift your hip higher to stretch out through the right side of your body. Inhale. And as you exhale, wave the upper arm back down. Gaze to the front and then sit back onto that left leg this time. So the left leg will stay bended and the right leg will stretched out. Keep both of your feet flexed for now. And then walk your right hand to that long leg and stretch out through the left arm this time. Preparing and opening the left side of your body now. If you cannot come all the way down onto your forearm, just bring your hand onto the inside of that right leg, okay? Keep those toes pointing up. Lift through the left side of your chest. Really opening up through the heart space, that armpit. Inhale. And as you exhale, find your way back up. This time we're going to move our weight towards the left thigh. So find that right angle in both of your legs. And we're going to walk towards the front leg. Okay, so the left leg is in front. Both of your legs are in a right angle shape. Lift through the crown of your head. Walk your hands towards that left thigh. Inhale. And as you exhale, find your way onto your hands or even onto your forearms. And then keep breathing into that beautiful hip opening. At the same time, that spinal twist that will feel so releasing for your lower back after. Deepen the breath. Inhale all the way back into those side ribs, the sides of your spine. Exhale, try to release your butt cheeks, your outer hips and your inner thighs. Drop your head and all that weight you've been carrying along all the way here. This moment is just for breathing, feeling, being present in your body. Good. Then you can find your last big breath here. And then slowly find your way back onto your hands. Gaze to the back or the top of your mat and bring that back leg to the front. We're going to wrap that left thigh on top of the right this time. And then lift your arms to the sides, coming back into that cactus shape. Inhale to open the chest. Exhale to bring that left elbow on top of the right this time. And then drop your upper body all the way back down. Rest your forehead onto your hands if you like. You can place something in between your knees. And then keep breathing here. Allow your head, your upper body to be very, very heavy. And again, like in your twist before, inhale back into the back ribs, the back sides of your spine. Exhale to release more weight towards the front. Creating more space in between your shoulder blades. Sinking back deeper in between your hips. For a release in your lower back after. Beautiful. Then let's take another last big breath in here. And as you exhale, slowly find your way back up. Bring that left thigh in. Wrap that right leg to the back so that we can twist now towards the left side. Walk that left hand to the back and wrap that right elbow onto the outside of your front thigh. Lift through the crown of your head as you inhale, stretch out through the spine. And as you exhale, try to twist a bit more towards the left. And every twist that we take, we try to elongate through the spine first as we inhale. So really keeping that length. And as we exhale, we would try to twist a bit more from the center of your body. So more from where your navel is. Using that upper body mobility. Good. And let's take another big breath in here. And as you exhale, slowly unwrap. Slightly twist towards the other side, evening everything out. And then from here, we're going to bring our legs in front of us. So no matter what way you choose now, okay, you can open up your legs mat width apart and then just do some windshield wiper moves, shaking your knees from side to side, twisting the upper body towards the opposite direction. And then we're going to walk our way into a deep yogi squat. So your toes will face the outer edges of the mat. And if you cannot bring your heels all the way down, that's totally fine. Try to walk your feet a bit more to the side, so open up the stance a bit. Or maybe you want to place something underneath your heels, so that could be a folded blanket, for example. We're not going to stay too long, but we want to really stretch out through the spine, bringing the hands in front of the chest. Use your elbows to slightly push those thighs behind you so that you can really feel that length in your back. Using the space in between your hips that we just created to elongate through the lower back all the way up towards the highest point of your body. Inhale. And exhale to sink back deeper. Inhale all the way up towards the crown of your head. And exhale to release your shoulders more down. Good. Let's take another big inhale here. And as you exhale, drop your upper body to the front and then slowly begin to stretch out through the legs. Parallel your feet. Keep your knees slightly bent. Make the stance a bit shorter in between the feet, like hip width distance apart. And then just let your upper body hang to the front. Maybe grabbing the elbows from the outside, releasing the lower back by really allowing releasing the lower back by really allowing your upper body to be very heavy, shifting a bit more weight to the front part of your feet, keeping the heels a bit lighter. And then let's take a last big breath in through the nose. And exhale everything out through the mouth. Beautiful. And slowly gaze to the front and sit all the way back, stretching out through the legs in the front, and just lay down onto your back, bringing one knee in at a time. Just finding that length in your lower back once again. And then inhale to shift your knees away from you. Exhale to bring them closer. Inhale, bring them away from you. Exhale, bring them closer. One more time, shift them away, inhale. And then as you exhale, bring them close, open them up towards the sides. Grab the outer edges of your feet and then lift the soles of your feet up towards the ceiling, coming into your final hip opening. Happy baby pose. Really feel the length of your lower back. Let's take another big inhale. And release everything out through the mouth. Before you're gonna stretch out through the legs for a moment of relaxation. Bringing your hands next to your hips, keeping those palms open. And just sensing how the body feels, how the hips, how the lower backs are feeling after the practice. And then just feel if there's any tension left in your physical body. Anywhere, your hips, your legs, your back, your shoulders, your jaw, your face. And no matter where it is, guide your inhalation into that certain spot of your body, creating so much space. And then exhale to release that tension. Give it back and down towards the mat. Good. Then you can slowly open up your eyes. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Stretch out through the arms, interlace those fingers. Flex your feet, inhale. And exhale to bring your knees in, hug your thighs close towards the chest, and then lift your head slightly so that you can roll yourself up into seated. And end your practice for now. Maybe you want to try something else here on the channel. You're very welcome. Otherwise, I'm always happy to meet you on the mat again. And if you leave me your thumb up for this one, if you liked it, of course. So I hope to see you soon. For now, let's open up the arms, bring the hands in front of the chest. Namaste, and see you soon.